is right in the hole. And who knows what that putt does.
Looks pretty similar.
Almost identical.
He missed it right in regulation. And we'll see if Rose can bury it here in the first playoff hole. The swing here, it was, again, less than stable after he hit it here, kids. It kind of wobbles a little bit.
It ended up being okay. I thought he'd have a much more difficult time, but since the driver had such a shorter yardage in, he could hit short club. Amazing how much spin and control he got on that. Distance control perfect.
Two really good putts at 18.
How in the world did that not go in? It looks so right there. He's got to think. Look, it almost looks like it goes left again at the very end.
Jones and Spahn have had enough trouble. So par for Spahn, and it opens the door again for Justin Rose to win it with a birdie at 18.
Very, very close to the putt he had just minutes ago on the 72nd hole. Kevin read it beautifully. Should, if anything, go slightly from left to right, but not much break in it.
If you're getting down to minutia bones, this birdie putt is 3 inches closer than the one in regulation. So both 13 feet.
Not wasting any time on the rig. He must love what he sees. That one broke more right than the putt did previously. I thought he made that right in the center.
I think he did too, Bones. He loved it, almost licking his lips as it was rolling down there.
There's a little left here for par to send it back to the 18th tee again. Heard a couple of USA chants there, kids. That theme is snuck into this playoff.
Absolutely.
Of course, both these guys are going to be a part of the Ryder Cup next month. So 2 golden opportunities for Rose to win the golf tournament. JJ, get the look at Justin Rose is looking over his spot.
I think they both thought they made their putts.
I think you're right. How close can you get?
Wow.
Rose and Spahn. Yeah, they'll duel at Bethpage next month, but right now, it's here in Memphis that they're going at it.
There you have it. Going right at it. 9-iron.
Mark Cairns told us the perfect club.
Starting towards the middle of the green, wind holding it out there.
Left himself another one of those 30 or so footers.
We don't know if it goes left or right at the end, though. Seen a little bit of everything from that side.
If Rose puts it 13 feet out to the right again, it's going to be crazy.
Playing or less on the 118. Yeah. Green light, right?
There you have it. Gap edge here. This is plenty of club. Just a smooth one, given the fact he's got some helping breeze behind him. And you've got to think he's going absolutely right out of here. No 13 feet right of this whole location this time.
Green light, as you heard.
Good looking shot.
Yeah, this time he's closer, right below the hole.
Really nice shot there, landing it just about on his number.
All right, we talked about the near misses here at 18. First, we want to take it back to each guy in regulation. This was J.J. Spahn and a putt that eventually would have won the golf tournament.
He thinks he's made it right here. It should fall a little right, and looks like it goes a little left at the end.
All right, so Spahn stayed at 16 under, and then Rose had this a little bit later on to win it. 13 feet, just eat to the right. So then they got another playoff, and they had another chance here. This was Spahn. Great looking putt again. That looked like it had to go in. Two near misses at 18 for Spahn. And Rose followed suit. Again, this was 3 inches closer.
Yeah, Rose played more break this time, and it still went across the hole and missed on the right side.
So what's going to happen in round 3?
Well, Rosie has a new look at it.
Shadow to sunlight to shadow.
There goes the USA chance now.
J.J. Spahn at the 18 strikes again from long range. Is it good enough to finally put away Justin Rose?
He's had the 2 previous times as to whether it goes left, right, or what have you. This is just a fresh look here, and this shouldn't do much.
This to extend it for a 3rd trip to 18 in the playoff.
Barely moved to his left, Bones.
I like that read.
Clutch all the way for Justin Rose. How about that? 2 birdies on the 2nd playoff hole. And now they're going to recut the hole. You see Gary Young of the PGA Tour. Again, reminding the guys that it's going to be a different hole location. So they won this one.
They finally figured it out. Now they're going to change it over.
What do you think about this changing the hole location, kids?
Well, I still like the traditional Sunday pin over there in the back left for the last hole of the golf tournament, so this is something new for me. It's going to be a way less dramatic hole location as far as trouble being in play, but still about the same distance on the green, but farther away from the water.
You like it kind of freshening up the look in the playoff, which is
You understand what they're doing. They're trying to keep playing the 18th hole without having to play the same hole to keep the fans from having to run all over the grounds of South Wind to watch. See how good the maintenance staff is here and how quickly they can get it done.
Today, guys, it's a very warm day. These guys have exerted plenty of energy. It might just be, it comes down to who doesn't make that mistake. This is a tight draw up the left side.
Watching it close. That's as aggressive as you can get with that club off the tee, Dan.
sigh of relief there by Spahn. It's hanging on, and it's in the fairway.
It landed soft enough. He hung that one out. Wind held it up.
Okay, so now we've got both in the fairway at the 18th, third playoff hole. They both birdied the second playoff hole, but oh, we've got a brand new hole location. Fresh paint out there, kids.
And ready.
So are we. Does Rose respond, ready to end it? We'll find out.
Pitching wedge in the hand for J.J. Spawn.
Mark Karen's last word for I know it's perfect. You got the right stick, JJ.
Starting right, turning just right at Flagstick.
It was the right one.
Really receptive back there. Thought when it landed, it might pitch through the green, but hitting that full wedge was able to get plenty of spin on it.
Cairns is like, told you so. Boy, that was just hit on the button.
Might have draw into the right hole location too, not his typical shot.
So now time.
Good contact.
Who's going to play?
These guys are throwing darts. Right over the top of the flag. That had to look amazing with him in the air.
Another look at this approach, just absolutely flushed by Rose as well. Fun watching two elite players on their game. In a standoff here. And as Smiley mentioned earlier, it is coming close to 6 o'clock here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's 91 degrees. It feels like closer to 100 with the humidity. So looks like Rose is away, Bones.
Yeah, putting from just behind the hole. Looks like he's got just the slightest of left to right breaks in this putt. Should start to straighten though as it gets towards the hole.
He's got 11 and a half feet. Spawn has 7 feet.
Doesn't appear either one of them will deal with those shadows from the grandstands you can see on the green there.
That's exactly right. Should be shadow free.
Not the run Rose has been on. Of course, we documented everything that's happened at the 18th, including that last birdie. Remember, he birdied 4 in a row to get into this playoff, 14 through 17. So this guy has been on an absolute heater.
He's holding up 2 fingers there. He thinks he's got 2 degrees of slope left to right. It's going to be well outside from 11 feet. Green's running 11 or 12 on the step meter. Should play this out there 10 inches out of the hole or so.
A lot of people being very quiet at this point in time. Huge crowds out here to witness this playoff.
Again, one of the advantages, kids, of bringing it right back here to 18. I'm thinking his shadow's got to be very close to being right over the hole.
Let's see how far out left he's playing this.
Yep. First birdie on the 3rd playoff hole. Perfect from 11 and a half feet on the new hole location, but the same result for Rose.
I love the speed of that one. See it back in the hole.
This public determination by Rose, hoping that he has finally closed the door. Magic this guy has experienced at 18 this season. you think this is going down, right? And Justin Rose is a playoff winner again. So Rose, who had that electric birdie chase down the stretch, exchanged birdies with JJ at the previous playoff hole, knocks in another one to put it away. For his 12th PGA Tour win, it's the second most of any European of the modern era. In the last 80 years, only Rory McIlroy's 29 is better. As we throw it down to David Hack.
Justin, you've played golf all over the world. You've won tournaments all over the world. How would you describe the fight you brought to this Sunday in Memphis?
Yeah, that was an amazing, I guess, last 90 minutes, really. I mean, seemed to be the way it got this week. When I got myself a few back, something good would happen. Never stopped believing. The 6-iron I hit into 14 was a clutch shot, you know, back right pin. Had to hit the perfect golf shot in there. That set up the birdie that I needed just to give myself a chance. And played unbelievable golf coming down the stretch. Had so much fun with it. Any team was playing perfectly for me today. If I pulled it, I carried it. If I held it up, I hit a couple of good putts in regulation and in the first playoff hole as well. Obviously, JJ dropped a ball on me. I topped him. It was, it was a lot of fun today. That's why I practice. That's why I play. I've been saying for some time now. Obviously, Augusta. When I bring my best, I know I'm good enough to play and to compete and to now win against the best players in the world. So, very gratifying day for me, and a lot of hard work kind of coming to fruition.
45 years of age, what did you learn about yourself today? Everyone calls you meticulous, precise, and prepared, but what did you learn about what's inside of you at this age of your career?
Yeah, I've always known I've had that. Like, I get nervous for the best of them, Like, I feel nervous at times, but I know that when it matters, I still got it. I feel better and better and better as it gets more and more important. So that's good to know. It's the hard stuff to practice. It's the hard stuff to teach. Nice to know that hasn't left me at this ripe old age. But listen, I don't want to keep saying that because I feel like I'm moving well, the body's feeling good, I'm training well. I feel like there could be, it could be a good run of golf still. So I can't let the age kind of become too much of the story. But today's huge for me. Can't wait to share with Fuj. We've been together a long time, amazing caddy. We've been through ups and downs. He feels the good and the bad as much as I do. So to share, we kept it quite poised there. Obviously there's a lot of cheering for JJ and USA. You've got to respect where you're at. But Ryder Cup's around the corner, so I completely understand. But yeah, this is going to be a fun one for us to celebrate.
Fantastic win. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Dan?
Who knows, maybe this duel will be renewed at Bethpage. There's Rose, who is 3 back with 5 to play, closes with 6 birdies in his last 8 holes played. By the way, you're going to hear from JJ Spawn coming up on Golf Channel's continuing coverage of this FedEx Championship. So that'll do it for us. Reminder that the BMW at Caves Valley is underway at 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Golf Channel. Coming up next is the U.S. Gymnastics Championships right here on NBC. For our entire NBC Sports crew, what a start to the playoffs. In a playoff, Justin Rose prevails to win in Memphis. We'll see it just outside Baltimore.